The importance of a structured training plan. Hey there, it's Erik J. Olson. I am training for my second half Ironman, a triathlon that is coming up in June of 2020. The last time that I did it, I did get a training plan and it told me how far to run and when to run and swim and bike. And I pretty much followed it, but I also was very new at the sport, and I just kind of, I was an amateur and still am an amateur, but I was really an amateur then, and I would just go for a run, and I wouldn't really pay attention to all the details in the training plan. This season for 2020, I'm sorry, 2021, it's a lot different. I'm really paying attention to the training plan that I have, and it's one that connects with my watch. So it'll actually tell me like how fast I need to go, when I need to slow down, when I need to speed up, all that stuff as I'm doing it versus me having to remember. It's basically my cheat sheet in real time that's telling me exactly what I need to do and what's happening to me as I'm doing those things. Is my heart rate going up? Is it down? Whatever. That change has been instrumental in my training for the half Ironman. And I bring it up here because I relate it also to things that you may be training for in your business. Look, there's a saying by Amazon that Amazon's not a family, it's more like a professional sports team. Why do they say that? Because think about a professional sports team. You have people in their prime, the prime of their career, working as athletes on a professional sports team. And they are constantly practicing, they are constantly training, they are constantly getting ready for something. They are constantly trying to get better. And so they practice, practice, practice. They have practice games, right? They're drilling each other. Um, they are going through the motions and they're trying to get better. But what do we do in business a lot of times? Well, a lot of times, unfortunately, and especially for smaller companies, we show up and we just do it, right? Or we do it live in front of a customer and we don't actually practice. One of the things that we just recently started doing here at Array Digital and at Rival Digital is we got a sales coach and we are going to be role playing these sales scenarios with each other. And that is very, very similar to a professional sports team practicing in preparation for a big game. You don't want to, the first time your team gets together to play basketball, be when you're going up for the national championship. That would be ridiculous. You would lose. You wouldn't even get to the championship. No professional team and no even amateur team would really ever think about not practicing. If you want to be good at something, you have to practice. It's the same here for like our sales. We are now practicing. We are getting better at sales. We're communicating as a team and we're going to be role playing and we're going to be doing all the things that you would expect a professional team to do. So we are radically transforming our sales team from basically a collection of individuals going about their business to a professional team of salespeople. And that requires a structured training plan, not just showing up and winging it every single time and then scratching your head. Why did I get the sale? No, we are going to have a very defined process, a very defined way of doing things. And it's going to be streamlined and we're going to go in for the kill every single time. I anticipate that after we nail the sales process, we'll be doing the exact same thing with operations. Generally speaking, we're a collection of individuals with individual tasks. Yes, we have managers that check in and whatnot, but we don't train quite the way that we should. I'd love it if we had, you know, social media training as an example. Once a week or whatever, we get together with a social media like super trainer and they tell us like, hey, you should do this, do that. Let's role play. Same with SEO, right? Same with advertising. Like this is the route that we're going down. Professional sports teams. At some point, you have to really commit to what it is that you do as an organization and what you do as departments and what you do, what your goals are in life. Whether it's committing to being better at sales at the job, which we're doing, or committing to being better as a triathlete off the job, which I'm doing. It requires you actually committing to doing it and meaning it. If you don't mean it, it ain't going to happen. So if you want something, commit to it, train like a professional, come up with a structured training plan, and you will achieve your goal. Hey there, it's Erik J. Olson. I wanted to let you know about my book, Million Dollar Journey: How to Launch a Seven-Figure Business. This is the story of what it took for me to go from freelancer with no clients, no employees, no revenue, to growing a $1 million business. It took me 8 years, and I made a lot of mistakes. And all of those mistakes, and more importantly, lessons learned, are in this book. And we have chapter takeaways, 5 to 15 takeaways that you could apply right now to your business. Check it out on Amazon, $1 Million Journey by me, Erik J. Olson.